Hello, Cancer, and welcome to this monthly reading for February 2023. So I am starting here with your current energy, all right? So if this part of the reading resonates for you, then you'll know that the rest of the messages are for you, okay? And I say that because, sometimes, we might, I don't know, like just to make sure that we are connected, right? And that I have the right messages for you, all right? Sometimes we connect to different readers at different times. So just throwing that out there. All right. So you do have 45, the number 45, that might be significant, and the seventh house and relationship coming up here for this month's theme. So for some of you, your relationships, like a romantic relationship, might very much be in the forefront of your mind, or you might be thinking about like getting into a relationship, starting a relationship. I'm getting just like leveling up with someone over here, okay? But it is like you are looking for this new beginning, okay? Some of you might okay, I'm just gonna throw this out there. Some of you might be like you're either like trying to start something new or wrapping something up, all right? Like it's just like this very mixed bag here. But you do have the page of coins in your material realm. So like you're trying to make something real, okay? I'm getting that you're thinking about this new beginning with the full being in your mental space, okay? So yeah, like if it is very relationship oriented, Cancer, it's like, like this is supposed to be like just kind of general messages for the month, but because that is the theme, so I'm getting like that is what you're going to be focusing on, okay? So I am going to be talking a lot about love and relationships here. So if that's not your jam right now, then yeah, then the messages might not resonate at this moment. But you are thinking about this new beginning, like maybe you do I don't know, like I'm getting, you might be looking at somebody new, you might be trying to start something new with someone, and you want to start taking the steps over here. For those of you that are already dealing with someone, I'm getting that you're thinking of a new beginning with this person in a like you're trying to take the steps to make it real, to solidify it, right? Like I'm getting a level up energy. This world energy does have like two people here rather than like a single figure. So I'm getting is like you want to level up with this person. Some of you, I'm getting, like I don't know, like if it's like somebody that you've been dating and you want to make it official, right? Somebody maybe that you like have been dating for a while and you want to move in together. Somebody that you live with and you want to get married, right? Like whatever the level up version of your relationships are, like that is what you are looking for, okay? Like for some of you, you might just kind of like be dating around and you're trying to find your person over here, find your match, okay? So there is just like this desire to kind of like move on, to try new things and to make things real, to make things happen over here with the page of coins. Because the page of coins, I love it, right? Like, so it's the starter of starters, okay? So pages get things started. They're like that earth energy. They make things happen, but you have the coins, which is like the earthiness, the real, like the real energy over here. I'm so sorry about the sniffles. Not feeling my bestest right now. But so yeah, right, it's like you are really trying to make things happen. I'm getting, whether whatever level it is that you are at in your relationships, whether you're just kind of putting yourself out there and trying to meet new people, or whether you're like thinking about like a proposal to your person, like whatever it is, you are coming to this person with real ideas, right? Like you're like saying, okay, like this is how I want to make this happen, right? Like let's say that you're just getting started, you're like, I'm gonna take you out on a date, like I have this for you because I've been thinking about you, right? Like if you're thinking about like marriage, like you're already like, you know what, like I don't exactly know, right? It's not like you're showing up, how do I say this, like super, how do I say this? Like you're still a page, right? Like I'm not getting like, it's like you're like, hey, here are the keys to our new mansion, right? But you are kind of saying, hey, like I've been thinking about, how we can, I don't know, like get married and buy a house, right? Like you're coming up with like real plans, real ideas, right? So like I said, whatever level it is that you are at, like you're trying to make things happen, all right? So if that energy resonated with you, let's go ahead and see what February has coming up for you here, all right? So wow. Sorry, that's kind of cool. Some of you cancers might be dealing with an earth energy just because of that page of coins here. So that could be what is that? Cancer is your energy. Sorry, why am I blanking? I don't know, maybe you're not dealing with an earth energy, but some of you might be. Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. All right. So that's for some of you over here. All right, so you do have the King of Cups, the High Priestess, and Judgment over here. So you're relating it to the external world, and internally you have the Four of Cups, the Page of Wands, and the Page of Swords. Okay, so I am gonna say you have like 3 of the 4 pages over here, and you have the Lovers reversed as your like advice over here. Interesting. Sorry, I forgot who else had the Lovers reversed as their like in this position. I swear I shuffled this so much. And I think that was a couple of readings ago. So anyway, yeah, I'm getting, okay, sorry. So, okay, let's focus, all right? So, or let me focus. Maybe you're feeling a little unfocused over here. Like, it's like you want to get these things going, but I am getting that, your energy is a little bit, how do I say this? Not refined, or like you don't know how to get things started, because you do have like 3 pages over here. You have the Page of Swords, the Page of Wands, and the Page of Coins. All right, so the one page that you don't have is the Page of Cups, which would be like your energy, right? So maybe like you're thinking about things, you're feeling things, you're trying to materialize things, but maybe you're not putting like a lot of emotion into the situation. Actually, you know what it is because emotionally you've leveled up. All right, that's why the page isn't here, because you have the King of Cups, which is well, it's technically technically Pisces energy. Sorry, you have double Pisces energy. Some of you might be dealing with Pisces here, but overall, like it's still, I'm getting like it's still like your energy as far as like you're showing up over here, very willing to share your cup. Okay, I'm getting like emotionally that part of you has like that's somewhere where you are feeling strong, actually. All right, like in what you're saying and what you're feeling, the feelings that you're sharing. Okay. But yeah, because that's like how you're showing up over here. I am getting, you know, with this Four of Cups, just like a sense of dissatisfaction, like internally, like you're not happy where things are. Okay, it's like I am getting that, I don't know, like this need, at least like this month or something, like that's why you are looking for this level up, right? It's like you are kind of thinking over here about what you could have, right? Make sure that you are paying attention to what you do have, right? Be sure that you pay attention to the things that are real, because I'm getting that you're imagining, right, like this grandiose future. You're imagining this level up, but it's like, okay, pay attention to what you actually have. What are the resources that you have to get things going? What is actually what you can offer this person that's real, right? Like back to this whole, like you want to offer something real, but make sure that you don't get caught up in, you know, like the glamour and the glitz, or the ideas, or like these feelings over here of, you know, like, you know, I want to give you a mansion, but you know, is that real? I don't know. You know, maybe it is for you. I don't know your life. But right, it's like, don't, make sure that you're not forgetting, right? Like to, how do I say this? Like, I don't know, like that you're so caught up in, you know, like maybe coming up with these plans that you're forgetting to make time, you know. I don't know. Sorry, I just got like the message of like, make sure that you're still making time to like kind of cuddle, or make sure that you're making time to pay attention to your person, right? Or like for those of you that are just kind of starting to date and trying to like find this relationship, that, you know, I'm getting also like a sense of like trying to impress, that, you know, you forget to show like those sensible parts of yourself as well. All right. So sorry, because you know, you do have internally, you have the 2 pages over here, like in your heart space and your emotional space. So it's just like that energy of like not knowing how to get started. All right, like you want to start materializing, but you don't know, I'm getting like you don't know how to share your passions, or you don't know how to communicate them. All right, over here. So there is this need, I'm getting like to learn. All right, it's like you might be feeling a little bit stuck in getting started, but the Page of Swords is an energy over here of learning. All right, so maybe it's like learning about yourself, learning about your love styles, learning about your person, right? Before you charge forward and start talking, make sure that you have like the right information is something that I'm getting. Okay. And as far as your heart space, I'm getting like slow and steady, okay? It's like I'm getting, you have all these feelings that you want to share. You're trying to like start something new. You're trying to like have this what do you call it, like you're trying to have this like lover's energy over here. Oh wow, sorry, interesting. Oh wow, okay. Yeah, like you're thinking about the lovers over here, you're thinking about your future, your 10 of coins, your legacies over here, but there is some healing that still needs to be addressed back here, okay? Like back here, all right? And I'm getting that that's why you're being asked to take it slow. That's why you're kind of like not really getting started. Your heart is a little bit, I'm getting all over the place, like very eager to like get things going. But this is kind of saying, okay, like slow down because you don't want to cause any fires, all right? So yes, acknowledge your passions, acknowledge the things that you want, but I'm getting, like a sort of slow down energy, all right? With the high priestess being over here in your heart space, as well as how you're relating to others, I'm getting this just like the secretiveness, right? Like maybe you don't know how to show your feelings. I'm getting some also like not trusting yourself, maybe you don't trust that you know how to communicate. Maybe you don't trust that you know the right things to say. Okay, so there is this need for you to make sure that you're like assessing that, right? Like back to this learning energy of like learning about yourself, right? Like learning about your person. Like trust yourself, kind of embody some of that confidence over here. With the lovers is your advice. I am seeing, sorry, like thinking about the things that haven't worked out before, okay? Like that's your advice. So if you are trying to make like this relationship happen, or whether you're trying to like level up your current relationship, there is this need to not dismiss or to assess the things that haven't been working, so that you can truly, right, like heal them back here and move on to that, so that you can like start working toward your future over here with this 10 of coins, right? Which is all about, like legacies and the families that you're trying to create, or whatever it is, like whatever that looks like for you. I'm gonna leave that but reverse, because like it is kind of like a reminder, right? Make sure that you are communicating clearly is what I'm getting. All right, like there might be some miscommunication with this Gemini energy over here, or just kind of like a lack of expressing, yeah, because there's all this pages energy, which is very clumsy, so there's this need for you to be careful about how you're sharing your feelings, because you're over here like charging forward, sorry, charging forward, like sharing your cup, trying to get things going, all right? But I'm also getting like I don't know, sorry, like, but for some of you, I don't know, like, are you being too aggressive about how you're approaching things, right? So like hence this, kind of need to step back, this need to, I'm getting like take it slow, all right? But overall, like you do have, with the judgment, I'm getting that you're going to be having some realizations. You're going to have like a new version of yourself awakening here, just kind of, maybe like, yeah, like kind of waking up to the things that haven't worked out, waking up. I'm getting to the way that you love, the way that you show yourself, learning. I'm getting that you are going to be learning, right? It's like you're going to be leaving behind the things that haven't been working. You're releasing, you're letting go of all of those things that have kept you from leveling up before, and you're gonna have this beautiful just like new version of yourself arising, which is wonderful. And for some of you, like that might be like, I'm getting like you being strong and independent like within yourself, so that you can bring that into this relationship, all right? So yeah, like I said, whether you're just starting to date someone, or you're just starting to think about dating someone, or whether you're like really thinking about leveling up with your person, there's just this strengthening of your own self this month, all right? I'm gonna go ahead and pull a couple of cards over here from my own little decks, see what else pops up for this month. Interesting. My hands are all stiff and stuff. All right. Okay, you have budget check. You have routine. You have on the up. And I feel the need to pull from the little love deck, just because there's so much love messages over here. All right. You have flame. You have reciprocity. You have getaway. You have wait. Okay, interesting. Yeah. So, all right. So For some of you, just kind of like on the side over here, like you are on the up, right? Like you are welcoming in this awakening. You are leveling up is what I'm getting, right? Like you are leveling up over here, right? Like these new beginnings are coming, okay? Just kind of side notes over here. Make sure that you're checking your budget. You know, over here with the whole, remember what I was saying about like trying to impress someone? You know, make sure that you are, you know, check your budget, right? Like, are you trying to impress someone, but is this sustainable? It's also something that I'm getting, okay? For some of you, this need to check your routine, all right? Like, what are you doing in your everyday to, you know, make these, make these smart choices? I don't know, like, what are you working on? I'm getting like every day to work on your self-growth, right? To welcome in this new beginning. You know, what are the little steps that you can take to fully, I don't know, like prepare and get ready for what you want, okay? For those of you that are dealing with someone, you might be in the need of like a getaway, okay? Or you might want to plan a little trip together. You might have that coming. I'm also getting a need to assess like the reciprocity, all right? Like how things are going, like, or do you feel like this is balanced? Because with the lovers reversed over here, there can be a sense of imbalance, you know, like checking the power dynamics in your relationship. Are you giving too much is kind of what I'm getting, like that you might be giving more than the other person, but also check, you know, like are you giving enough, right? Like for some of you it's the other way around. And then you have weight and fooling, all right? So for some of you, for those singles, I don't know, like maybe you're like about ready for a relationship, but for some of you singles, like you just need to start with a fling, or you just kind of like need to put yourself out there, all right? Like you might have that coming your way. And for others of you, you just kind of need to wait, all right? Like you need to wait for this level up. Like you need to, I'm getting like be patient, you know? I'm just gonna say this, I'm not telling you how to live your life. I'm just reading the cards here and sharing the messages that I'm getting. But for those of you that are kind of thinking about like this proposal and this leveling up and things like that, like maybe you need to like kind of wait, process things a little bit more, maybe level up from this Page of Swords energy, right? Like make sure that you're really materializing things before you kind of charge forward, okay? That is a message that I got. Take it or leave it, right? All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this reading with a card from the Beyond Lemuria Oracle deck, just to kind of see what other side messages are for you here, or anything to kind of wrap this reading up. See what you need to hear right now. Balanced forces. Okay, I am gonna say, yeah, make sure that you're checking sorry, make sure that you're checking your balances. No, but for some it's about your money and things like that. Sorry, but that your relationships are balanced, okay? You know, are you overgiving? I go back to that energy of like, I feel like you're the one that's overgiving. It's like you're so eager to kind of be in charge and loving and ready for this relationship that you've been like putting yourself out is something that I'm getting, right? So really make sure that you're checking that balance, okay? All right, let me go ahead and read from the actual book here. So you do have balanced forces, yin and yang, the productive flow, masculine and feminine energy. All right, balance that masculine and feminine energy, balance of duality, patriarchal paradigm being rebalanced, equality, balance, and perspective. Okay, something I'm gonna say, like for some of you, yeah, like with that balancing of masculine and feminine energy, making sure that, you know, why are you, for some of you, I'm getting like assessing, why are you looking for a relationship, you know? Is it because you feel like you need somebody to complete you, or is it because you feel complete within yourself and that's why you're ready to move on? Okay, sorry, that's just a message that I got here. All right. So the divinatory meaning says this card invites you to look at masculine and feminine energy from a more balanced perspective. Is the situation at hand on the more masculine side of the spectrum? Can it be tempered with feminine energy? Vice versa? With the addition of masculine energy, bring balance. What needs to happen to form a more holistic and equalized foundation? Do you normally hold a position of one extreme? How might you balance this so you can experience a more optimized state of being? Okay, so yes, right? Like I said, whether single or with someone, as far as your relationships, remember that like we carry both energies, right? So like kind of this need to assess like where do you lie on the spectrum, you know? Where was I? How might you balance this so you can experience a more optimized state of being to bring more masculine drive and focus to the situation? For instance, if you have some upcoming due dates and you need to get into action mode, Focus on your goals, desires, and ambitions. If you want to engage more feminine energy for receptivity, trust, flow, and surrender, consider all the things that you are grateful for already. Feel the warmth, gratitude, and comfort of knowing everything is divinely perfect just the way it is. All right. I hope there were messages for you in that. All right, Cancer. Thank you so much for being here. Let me know if anything resonated. I would really appreciate your feedback, especially as I'm trying new things here. Any feedback about like the spread would also help, what I could have added or could have done here. And just if things resonated would really be helpful to know as well. All right. So, good luck this month of February getting this relationship going, like getting your balance, your energies balanced this month. All right, Cancer. Thank you so much for being here.